So I don't have Hasbro because I couldn't really be bothered to make one, and because I'd already recorded a video just before this, I'm all now kind of stuck in here because all my equipment's in the way to get out, because that's how shitty and small my room is. But I wanted to do this video because there was a few things last week on Twitter going around from some, well, for lack of a better word, idiots, I guess, about this. But before we do that, I just want you to appreciate my t-shirt. This is a QWERTY t-shirt, obviously from Frozen. Just want to put that out there. But yes, I wanted to talk about why we need gay pride and why it's important. Because there was a few straight people and actually one gay bloke, which doesn't make any sense at all, who was talking about this as though we don't really need gay pride and it's not something that we should be really worried about. And this isn't the kind of videos I want to necessarily do on this channel, but it's something that's important to me and something I feel that I need to talk about. So the obvious reason as to why we need gay pride is simple, because straight people don't have to worry about the stigma of being straight. It's an accepted norm. You don't have to worry about it. It's not something you have to you don't have to come out to people, and there's reasons for the reason you don't have to come out as a straight person, because that really pisses me off when straight people say, well, you shouldn't have to come out as a gay person, everybody should just accept you. But it doesn't work like that. You can't just you just can't like walk home with a boyfriend and just people to accept it, because it doesn't work like that. You need to test the waters and stuff, and it's, you know, although it is 2014, it's still difficult for other people to come to terms with it. And so that always pisses me off when people say, oh, you shouldn't have to come out. Yeah, I know you shouldn't have to, but we do. And the fact that we have pride, the reason for it is because straight people don't have the same sort of stigma. You don't have to worry about being straight because it's the accepted norm, it's everywhere, it doesn't matter. You're never going to be persecuted for being straight. Not by gay people, certainly, and not by anybody else, for that matter. You might be persecuted for other things, but certainly not that. And so that's the reason why we need it. Personally, I'm probably never going to go to Pride because I don't like it as a sort of as a thing, because it's kind of become less about being proud of who you are and more about just going there, getting drunk and sleeping with as many people as you possibly can. And especially looking at Twitter, following some of the gay guys that I follow on there, specifically guys, not necessarily girls. I don't quite know how it works with them, because I don't really have any sort of lesbian friends or anything like that, so I can't really sort of test the waters with them. But it is mostly that. It's mostly getting drunk, having a good time, and just, you know, just kind of, it's less about celebrating it and more about just getting drunk and just whatever. But one of the great things I liked about Pride is Scouting. Scouting's presence there is really great, because they're not about being gay or straight or bi or whatever. They're about being proud of who you are. Actually, about being proud about being a scout. I think that's mostly where they get their kind of idea from, and that's a really good idea, because it's less about about you fitting into a box. It's just about you being proud of who you are, full stop. And that is really great. And that's kind of what I want Pride to become. For me personally, I think Pride shouldn't be about gays and bis and transgender and all other kind of stuff. I don't think it should be about that, because I think we've moved beyond that to an extent that it doesn't matter so much. I think what it should be is it should be more open to everybody, for everybody to come in. It is open for everybody to come along and kind of be part of the parade. But what it should be about is it should be about being proud of individuals. So, you know, we need to be looking at people from different communities, so the Indian community and the black community, whether or not that's African descent or whether or not that's Jamaican or whether or not that's anything. That's what we should be being proud of, and that's where I think, especially things like London Pride more so, because it's a city thing and it's a bit more international, is we need to be looking at less about whether or not it's, you know, gay, straight or bi or transgender or whatever. It needs to be more about international and about persecution of everybody, whether, you know, it doesn't matter about sexuality, or it doesn't matter about race, or it doesn't matter about any of that. You know, it should be about all of the things, because unfortunately, especially within the entire world, I mean, the UK, we're quite lucky, we don't really have it that much. I mean, specific areas of the UK you do get a lot of homophobia and transphobia and stuff like that, and that's why we do still need to have Pride, and we still need to kind of speak out about things and challenge the disgusting things that happen. But at the same time, those disgusting things also happen to other parts of the community, and they don't necessarily have their own kind of festivals. I mean, you've got the Notting Hill Carnival, which obviously does celebrate that kind of African stuff, and it celebrates culture, which is really great. But it's something that really, I think, does need to change into something that's more than just about gays, and it's more than just about being transgender, because from what I see, it's just basically a load of gay guys and girls just going out having, getting drunk, and that's kind of what it sort of seems to be about to me. And I'm never going to go to something like that because I'm not interested in that kind of thing. The whole point for me to go would be to be proud and stuff like that, and I would probably go through Scouting, because they don't seem to be the same sort of, oh, we're all gay and that's, you need to accept that, and just, when you act like a dick. They're more about just being proud of being a scout and being proud of who you are, as opposed to being proud of being part of this community of people. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about it. So I don't really like doing this kind of video because it isn't really what this channel was about. But it's something that's important to me and something I wanted to mention, because it was kind of like, especially during since Pride just happened and stuff. So it's something I wanted to do. Obviously, if you don't like it, that's fine. Well, not that I don't care, but, obviously put some comments down below about what you think, if you've got any comments to share. And apart from that, I shall catch you in a later video.